Hello everyone, this is Imani Khajuria and today we are going to learn active passive, or in other words it is also known as passive voice. So first of all, coming on to the definition of active voice, what is active voice? Any sentence in which the subject performs the action that is called active voice. So any sentence in which subject performs the action stated by the verb, that particular voice is called active voice. So coming on to the example, for example, my mother cooks food. So here the subject is my mother, and here my mother cooks food. She is performing an action. She is cooking food. She cooks food, and food is your object here. So this is your active voice where the focus of attention is on the subject. What action the subject is performing. Now, passive voice. What is passive voice? Passive voice is any sentence in which the focus of attention is on the subject. What action is performed by the subject? The action performed by the subject, and it is stated by the verb, right? For example, if we look at the same example that I gave you for active voice, my mother cooks food. If you have to look at the same example and if you have to convert it into passive voice, so you will say, food is cooked by my mother. So here in active voice, food was the object. Now in passive voice, food became your subject, and my mother there in active voice was the subject, and here it became your object, right? And whenever you have to change an active voice into passive voice, you use by with the object that you had it was there in the active voice as a subject, right? So if you have to give the definition of passive voice, then you will say that any action that is experienced by the object. So action experienced by the object that is called your passive voice, right? So for changing an active voice into passive voice, it is really very important that you have to keep tenses in mind. So I suggest you that whenever you study active passive, please revise tenses first of all. So coming on to the rules. Coming on to the rules of changing active voice into passive voice, like tenses, first of all, for present simple tense. So as we all know that in present simple tense, we use subject plus S or ES plus first form of verb plus object. So now this is in active voice, right? Now if you have to change it into passive voice, what you have to do here, your object will become your subject. So subject plus, in place of S or ES, we put is, am, are plus third form of verb plus object. You have to keep one thing very clearly in your mind, that whenever in passive voice, third form of verb, that is part passive participle, it will always be there in all the passive voice, whatever sentence you are changing in active voice, from active voice to passive voice, third form of verb, past participle will always be there, right? For example, the same example that I gave you a few minutes back, let me give you another example. I play cricket. Here I is your subject, play is your action, that is verb, and cricket is your object. Now cricket will become your subject and I will change into, when it is changed into me. So cricket, now it is singular, so we will put is with it, is. Now third form of verb of play is played. Played, then by, I will change into me. So cricket is played by me. So this was present simple tense. In my next video, this was the part 1 of my first video. In the next part, I will be dealing with the other forms of tenses. So till then, thank you and have a nice day.